From ancient Egypt to Harry Houdini, magic has been a part of all of our lives. Whether you go to see a show or teach maybe someone in your family a magic trick, the power of this medium is all around us. Spending many years touring and performing all over the United States, our guests today are here to tell us about their special lens on magic. And they've been spreading joy and laughter everywhere they go, including just recently a few moments ago, and I know you can't wait to see them doing that too. Welcome to Celebrate Michigan, the show produced on the campus of Madonna University. I'm Chris Benson, and I am just thrilled to welcome today to our show Lady Sarah and Keith Fields from the Magic Soiree Club. They are here on the show with us today.
Yay!
Yay!
That's
We're
us.
here.
We got to cheer,
That's
even
you.
though it was just us cheering for ourselves. But
Poof,
we do that.
They appeared.
Yes.
Well, I'm so glad
Amazing.
you made your way to our show today. Tell me about the first magic trick you did.
Oof.
Yeah, well, that takes me back a long way,
Okay.
actually. Because many people start magic because they get a magic set when they were a kid. That never happened to me.
Oh.
It happened to me because I actually met someone who did a very simple trick. In fact, I can show you. Would you like to see it?
Okay, sure.
You have to examine things, though, with
Okay.
this. It's a very simple trick. Just check that doesn't stretch. It's a piece of rope.
Okay.
Check that's a piece of rope. There
Yep.
we go.
Yep.
And yeah, these are the three
it?
pieces of rope
Okay.
that actually changed my life. Because I'll show you what happened. This is not so much a trick; it's more of an illusion. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the short rope in half, the middle-sized rope in half, and the long rope in half, and then you hold them like this, you see, and the ends of the ropes, look at that, the ends of the ropes, they give the illusion of being the same length.
Oh.
It's just the middles that give the game away. But then if you fold the bottom middle up like that, you find you can do this, and you've got three ropes all exactly the same length. Now, when I first saw this, it kept me up all night, and I worked out how to do it, and it took me about 7 hours of constant thinking.
Wow.
And I eventually worked it out, and then I started doing magic as a hobby, and it led to a profession.
Well,
But that's it. 3 bits of rope can change your life, folks.
Amazing.
That's it. That's why I fell in love with the man.
Clearly. And please tell us how you found magic.
I found magic through him. I'd never seen any magic. When I first met Keith, we were in the streets of London at a place called Covent Garden, and he was a street performer.
Yeah, I used to pass the hat to collect money, and this was the hat I used to collect the money in. And
Oh.
we'll leave it at the door later, because old habits die hard. You know.
I have a quarter.
I had a proper job, and I'd go past the street performer every day on my way, my lunch hour, and there he would be performing magic. My mother was so proud.
I bet. And you made it all the way from there here.
Here, yes.
We
And
did.
tell me about that journey.
Well,
Well,
we got on
in
an
an
aeroplane in Detroit, in London, and it flew all the way to Detroit.
It was
Fascinating.
It was a whim. It was a whim. It was a chance to explore somewhere new. You get to a point in life when you're a little bit older that you think, what am I going to do? What are we going to do? And we thought we'd come over here, have a bit of fun, bring some kids with us. Well, our
They were
kids.
ours.
Yeah, our
not
kids.
stray kids. We weren't going to
And,
grab some children off
randoms.
the street and say, come to America, why don't you?
And here we are, here in America, having a jolly time. The kids are all grown up.
And we've learned the language.
Yeah, we're really good at it
that,
now.
That took a while.
We know
and,
where all sorts of places
And we
are.
learned this thing as well. Is
Oh, but
is it this, or is it this thing, which I can never
But
remember?
do you know this thing where the upper peninsula? See,
yeah.
that's the
We've
true
been there
trick.
though.
Yeah.
We love
Up here.
We love up there.
Oh, yeah.
We went to the
It's lovely.
We went to know what Taekwondo
Falls are.
Yeah.
We went to
Porcupine Falls.
Porcupine
I know how to
Mountain.
start the word, I just don't know how to stop it. It's one of
Weirdly.
We love it.
Well, and I am so glad you're celebrating all things Michigan with us today. And I understand that the club is in the Troy area. Is that correct?
It is.
Yes,
It is.
it's in Troy.
Okay.
Just up the road. It's actually just around the corner from where we live, which makes it very convenient.
We have performed in clubs around the globe, literally around the globe. But we have this thing called a magic dinner theatre, where you actually come and enjoy magic at your tables. People come and perform at your tables and you see them, followed by a dinner. That was really badly explained, wasn't it?
It was. Shall we start again?
Shall we start again?
See the close-up magic, like the trick with the ropes that I did, that actually happens in the hands of the audience, and that's the sort of magic that few people get the chance to experience. But can you imagine, like people giving you things, and you're actually part of the magic because the magicians work around the tables, so it creates a whole new experience.
And that close-up magic, I imagine that puts a lot of pressure on you when you're performing.
Oh,
no?
we don't do that.
We
We get other people to do the close-up.
Other people to do that.
We get specialists to do the
Oh,
close-up
I
magic.
see.
Yes. There's actually a magic club in Michigan, in Detroit,
Yeah.
which has over 50 members, and we've selected the best of those guys to come and be our close-up guys at the Magic Soiree.
wow.
And what we do is the stage show at the end.
So I can get a little entertainment, or a lot of entertainment. Not a little, I can get a lot of entertainment.
A lot of laughs.
Something
laughs.
to eat,
Yes.
and enjoy
Yeah,
myself
there's a buffet
there
meal in the middle of it all and everything.
in the wonderful club setting.
Settings.
Yeah.
There are many wonderful dinner theatres around the US.
Yeah,
and,
before we set up ours, we did like a tour around the US of all these different clubs. Like there's the, what's the one in Chicago?
there's the
called?
Chicago Magic Lounge. There's
Yeah.
the House of Cards in Tennessee. There is the world famous Magic Castle in
Oh, the Magic
Hollywood.
Castle is the best experience
World
if you've never been.
famous. Now, what makes it world famous? Why?
Well, the
Why?
fact that everyone's heard of it. You've heard it, haven't
Oh,
you?
no. No, I have. Now I have.
Now
Actually,
you have.
30
So
seconds
now it's
ago,
world
I heard about
famous.
it.
Yeah,
It's impressive. It's
a
really
big
impressive.
private dinner club,
Oh.
and they have the best magicians in the world performing there. It's a very elite night out. You can't go in without a shirt, and a jacket and tie. It's very
Very
prim
smart.
and
Very
proper,
respectable,
very posh.
it sounds
Yes,
like.
we are very respectable.
Well, clearly, and it's very exciting that you've brought all that respectability right here to the Detroit area so that we can enjoy it. And
That
a
was
little
the plan.
humor, a lot of humor too, I see. Okay. Well, I can't believe it's time to already take a break, but hopefully you won't disappear. You'll stay, yes? A
We'll
little
stay,
longer?
Yeah.
just for a little bit.
I've got nothing
Okay.
else to do.
Okay, good. Well, you hang out there, and you hang out there. We'll be right back with Lady Sarah and Keith Fields to learn more about the Magic Soiree Club. Stay tuned.
So, are you going out tonight? I can't. My parents say I have to be home right after work. That's so gay.
Totally gay.
Ugh, that is so Emma and Julia.
Why are you saying that's so Emma and Julia?
Well, you know, when something is dumb or stupid, you say that's so Emma and Julia.
Who says that?
Everyone.
Imagine if who you are were used as an insult. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
My name's Reggie. Just recently, my wife and I took in her sister's children. And we already had 4, so I went from becoming a family man to a man with a bigger family. Now, you can't eat love, so I don't know how I'm gonna feed them tonight. How was that, Rich?
I think I look more like Denzel.
That's cold, man.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
Welcome home, man.
So my uncle calls and he says he's dizzy and he's losing his balance. I'm like, Unc, you want me to take you to a doctor? He's like, no, I'm gonna look up the symptoms. I said, your symptoms are you're dizzy and you're losing your balance. So he said, I can't get on the internet because my arm is numb. I said, well, use your good arm and dial 911. Stroke's no joke. If you or someone you love is showing symptoms of stroke, don't wait because it might be too late. Dial 911. Time lost is brain lost.
Welcome back to Celebrate Michigan. I'm Chris Benson, and joining me today are Keith Fields and Lady Sarah from the Magic Soiree Club. And you are a married duo act, so,
Yes.
you know, in real life and also in the stage. So,
We sure are.
Tell me, how long have you been married?
32 years.
Oh my God.
And yeah, I should say they've been the best 29 years of my life.
What?
Well, 3 of them are a bit iffy. Let's not argue because we're on television. We've got to
Let's not
sorry.
Well, okay, so they've been the best between 29 and 32 years of your life. And so you said you met because...
In London, in Covent Garden, yeah.
And it was the magic trick that just drew you in.
It sure was.
And
It
from
sure-
was it just a straight line from then on? Was there courting? Was there separation? We want all the drama.
It was
years.
a long courting. Yes,
It was a long
That
courting.
was 6 years before we got
Yeah.
married, but
Yeah.
yeah, we eventually did that, and we've ended up with children and grandchildren and the whole caboodle,
The
really.
whole caboodle.
Ended up, you make it sound like it was a surprise. Like, oh, we ended up with these
Things
children.
are
and-
surprises.
Yeah,
Like,
sometimes.
I got to 50 years old, and for some reason, we decided to move to America. And
Because
6
it's
months
great.
later, we moved to America. So, it's
We
kind
did
of
it
like
very
what a-
fast.
Yeah, it was
very
like a
fast.
crazy
We had
thing to
different.
do.
Well, I had a different career.
Yeah.
You were in Magic, and then
You were a mum as well,
I was
looking
a
after the children.
mum,
I mean, I
doing
was a
all-
dad as well. Don't get me wrong, but
It's true.
at
He
the
was
time
definitely there.
I was a solo act, and I was sort of touring, doing cruise ships and comedy
how neat.
clubs and all that kind of stuff. So we had interesting lives, but not always together like nowadays. But
How does that play into your show? You know, as a husband-wife team, what is it like performing together?
Well, it was the journey that started it.
Yes,
the
it probably
journey
was.
our youngest went off to university.
yeah, we don't
and
have children anymore. We have adults.
We had
now.
our adults. Went off to university. Keith said, "What are we going to do now? You know,
Well,
what do
actually,
you
I
want
said,
to
what
do?"
are you going to do now? Because I suddenly realised the children were leaving home, and I was going to get a lot more attention, and I didn't know if I was ready for
Darling,
it.
you always get attention. So I said, well, I'll think about it. And he said, well, you've got 6 months because she's off in 6 months' time. So I said, well, actually, you know what? I'd really like to go to Borneo and work with the orangutans in
I
Borneo.
was surprised, to put it mildly.
So what? They're becoming extinct.
they
I
are.
thought it was brilliant.
And we were actually genuinely looking for a way we could give back and we could do
Yeah.
something. So we did a bit of research, and I actually discovered that if you want to go and work with these orangutans in Borneo, you don't actually get to interact with the animals. You're actually creating
tragic.
habitats.
Just
And she wanted to cuddle monkeys when it comes down to it.
But instead, it was
It was
this.
hard work.
Okay.
Yeah, no, so we
Okay.
weren't. So it was back to the drawing board, and we tried for plan 2.
Plan 2 was Felicity now was at prom, so we're really getting close. She's going. And I said, darling, I'd like to go out to India because Mother Teresa's charity is still out there in Calcutta.
yes.
Let's go out and work with some children on the street, feeding children. You can do a bit of magic. I'll work in the kitchens
how
and stuff.
neat.
Which did seem like a fantastic idea. At
Great
first
way to give
glance.
back.
Yes.
The only trouble was, I don't know if I could actually cope with India, the food, the heat, and all that
Sure,
sort of thing.
sure.
So I said, sorry, we're going to have to go on to plan 3.
And plan 3 was, I said, let's perform together.
And I said, what about those children in India?
Oh my gosh.
So he then wrote a show.
Oh.
And he wrote a school show, and we took it to California to some elementary schools. It's a double act. It's great. And we took it out there. It went really well. The show was
how
a huge success. And so we
Yeah, and one thing
straight
led to
from there.
another, really. It started off with the children's theatre stuff because that was kind of a safe place to experiment. And it very quickly went from that to Sarah doing some small pieces in the stand-up show. And then it went from that to being what we are now, which is a true double act. You know, we studied all the old-fashioned double acts, everything from
Laurel and Hardy.
Laurel Hardy through
the
to
whole through.
who was that woman in the forgotten
Lucille
the name? Lucille Ball. Lucille
Oh,
Ball.
yes.
Watching Lucille
All
Ball
the
and Desi Arnaz and all that stuff, and we sort of tried to model we just
Yes.
in the end we just took our relationship on stage because this is us folks. This is all you get. You know?
Well,
This is
and I
it.
understand we have some pictures to show our audience what you look like on
Ooh.
stage and what your
Is this
what
good
the
or
show
bad?
looks like. So
I
we're
have
gonna
no
take a
idea
look.
what you've got.
Tell me what
that's
we're
what-
looking at.
Well,
yes.
you might see that in a
You
few
might
minutes'
see
time.
that.
So skip
Oh.
past that picture quickly because
Okay.
Moving on.
Spoiler alert.
This is our club in Detroit, in Troy, the Magic Soiree. We've got some close-up magicians there,
yeah,
and it's the end of the
that's
show.
obviously the end of the show because we're all on stage taking a bow.
We seat 64
Oh, nice.
people every Saturday night. These are the close-up guys.
That's Ferren.
Farron is a young fellow who is about 28 years old, just won a huge international award in magic.
He was the champion close-up magician at the International Brotherhood of Magicians National Convention.
Which is it's an incredible club.
He's one of our regular
Great. Fred Lenter.
Fred Lenter, our
Again.
oldest magician.
Doing close-up magic. People don't expect magic to take place in your hands.
And you just look at the reaction of the two girls either side
Pure
of him there.
joy.
That is the reaction that we
Oh.
get from our audiences all
because
the time, and
magic
that's why we love what we
magic
do.
brings you back to being a child.
That's Josh Wilde. He's great. Josh Wilde actually owns the magic shop in Clawson, and also performs with us.
Oh, how neat.
People remember to be a child when they're watching magic.
Yeah.
They're
I
just
was going to
having
say
fun.
the reactions on the faces, that must bring you so much joy. What
Yeah.
is that experience like to feel that?
Well, I suppose the way I can relate to that is when I'm not getting it, when I'm having a few days off or not working, I miss it so much.
Yeah.
What about you?
It's making people laugh.
Yeah.
It's bringing them out of their worlds just to have some fun.
We have a
Because
little
life can be
statement,
tough.
to change the world one laugh at a time.
Oh, and
which
they're
is
doing
what
it.
we're working towards.
Well, hold that thought, because I know you're going to be able to do more of that after the break. We have a quick break. We'll be right back, and you're going to see some magic. I know you're going to want to see it. Stay tuned, and probably humor as well. See you in a few.
My name's Reggie. Just recently, my wife and I took in her sister's children. And we already had 4, so I went from becoming a family man to a man with a bigger family. Now, you can't eat love, so I don't know how I'm gonna feed them tonight. How was that, Rich?
I think I look more like Denzel.
That's cold, man.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
So, are you going out tonight?
I can't. My parents say I have to be home right after work.
That's so gay.
Totally gay.
Ugh, that is so Emma and Julia.
Why are you saying that's so Emma and Julia?
Well, you know, when something is dumb or stupid, you say that's so Emma and Julia.
Who says that?
Everyone.
Imagine if who you are were used as an insult. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
Welcome home, man.
So my uncle calls and he says he's dizzy and he's losing his balance. I'm like, Unc, you want me to take you to a doctor? He's like, no, I'm gonna look up the symptoms. I said, your symptoms are you're dizzy and you're losing your balance. So he said, I can't get on the internet because my arm is numb. I said, well, use your good arm and dial 911. Stroke's no joke. If you or someone you love is showing symptoms of stroke, don't wait because it might be too late. Dial 911. Time lost is brain lost.
Welcome back to Celebrate Michigan. I'm Chris Benson, and I'm joined by Keith Fields and Lady Sarah. And in this segment, we're going to do some real live magic. I have a magic coin here. I have no idea what's going to happen with it, but I know it's going to be incredible. And so I'm just going to let you talk about what we're going to see.
If you had any idea what was about to happen, you wouldn't be here.
It wouldn't be magic, right?
All right, we've already made the chairs and the tables disappear.
We've done so well.
It was incredible. I wish you could have seen it out there. Okay.
Okay, to start off with this little observation test, just to check you're paying attention.
Okay.
This is a quick trick called the colour-changing shoelace trick. Now, you probably won't be able to guess what's happening, so I'm going to put it in the top of my hand. You see it goes in yellow, and it comes out the bottom green. I know it's incredible, isn't it? It goes in yellow, and it comes out green. The most amazing trick I've ever seen. The weird thing about this trick is every time I do it, afterwards people try and tell me how it's done. Okay. And I have to say, I know how it's done. I'm doing the trick. But it's amazing, because it goes in yellow, and it comes out green, like so. And that is the amazing colour-changing shoelace trick. Oh, it's good, isn't it?
It's really good.
Yeah. You don't seem impressed.
Well, I mean,
what's the matter?
Is there something in your hand?
You see, I told you that would happen. You see, at the end of the trick, everyone tries to tell me how it's done. And there is something in my hand, but the weird thing about it is that this is a red shoelace and it's nothing to do with the trick. I just hold it there to annoy people.
Yeah, well, okay, I don't know. Okay, I was this close and I don't know how that happened.
Oh, we're just warming up.
I live for that. I know for that. Does he do that in the morning? Like, you get out of bed and he's like, hey, let me show you this.
Chris, do you have a small, round, communal garden nickel?
I do.
Do you know they're deadly dangerous? They are
For-
deadly
for
dangerous.
what?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah.
You don't realise.
Then why
the
did you
life-
give it to me?
Well, yeah, well, that's it. The life of the nickel is kind of crazy. It gets passed from germ-ridden hand to germ-ridden hand. We take it from strangers and give it away to people who we love. What sort of weird people aren't we?
Well.
But we're going to do something with that nickel.
But first of all, we're going to sterilise it because we
Okay.
just don't know where it's been, do we?
It's true.
We're
Well,
gonna-
now that I think about it, no, I don't know where
No,
it's been.
we're going to use this tiny alcoholic wipe.
Okay.
I don't know how much it drank, but it's a tiny, tiny little
Not as
wipe.
much as us.
Okay.
Is that wrong?
Yes, so wrong. Hold on to that,
And
darling.
I need you to write your initials on the nickel, just so we know
Okay.
there's only one nickel that looks like that in the world.
top,
Just
bottom, does it
either
matter?
Side, both
Both,
sides,
both.
both sides,
Oh,
just whatever.
okay.
It doesn't matter. That's
But
fantastic.
not a whole essay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Go, Chris, go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's right.
There
I'll
it
take the
is.
pen back. That's the
Okay.
expensive part of the trick.
I've
I don't
lived
see
with
why I
this for a
shouldn't
long
enjoy
time.
some of it. Now, listen, what we're going to do with your nickel is we're going to protect it by wrapping it up inside the toilet paper.
Darling, what have you done to the toilet paper?
He's so cute.
I drew a
Look at
face
him.
on the front of it because I thought people might care a little bit more.
Oh. Does he have a name?
No, he doesn't have a name, but what we're going to do in a minute is we're going to take the nickel and we're going to stick it down inside the toilet paper's eye. But don't panic,
Everybody's
the toilet
gonna-
paper will feel no pain because I'm going to hypnotise the toilet paper. Oh, yes. Watch this. Sleep. Not you, the toilet paper. Sleep. I don't know you that well. I'm not judging. Sleep.
Darling, do you want to explain that to Chris?
I just turned it round. Don't,
Oh,
don't,
God.
don't,
Okay.
don't be
All right. So that part's not
was-
magic.
that
Got
was
it.
the
Got
good
it.
bit.
I'm sorry.
So listen,
I can be gullible. So.
you can't be gullible.
No.
It's impossible. They've taken that word out of the dictionary. It's not allowed anymore.
Oh. Okay.
Did you not know?
No.
Oh, well, you learn something new every day.
Every day.
We're going to take the coin and
Okay.
we're going to drop it down inside the toilet paper's eye.
Okay.
And we're going to stick it in there hard and we're going to squash it down flat. So if you could hold that.
Oh, yeah.
And if you could follow Sarah over this
over
way, because I have to get
Chris,
something
you
over there.
stand on
Big
this
old
side of the
change.
stage.
Okay, here we
This is
go.
perfect, lovely.
Oh,
You see,
okay.
Keith's been working on this all day. He actually invents magic as well.
Oh,
I know. It's
really?
amazing. It's a joy to be with.
Oh.
You should see our house. And he spent all day at
What
Ace
I've got
Hardware.
here, this is fantastic. This is a leaf blower, and attached to the end of the leaf blower is a paint roller, and we're going to take the toilet roll and put the toilet roll and the coin on the end here. In a few moments' time, you're going to pull the triggers. The coin is going to go flying across the room at 198 miles an hour with the toilet paper, and Lady Sarah is going to catch the coin.
Oh, no.
In my teeth.
What?
Yeah, in my teeth.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's going to come out at 615 cubic feet a minute, darling.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that...
It says it right here.
Yeah, quite. You see,
this-
me and Chris, we're on the same wavelength.
I'm just worried about your teeth, darling.
No, these are British teeth.
Yes, will they cope? Will they cope with this sort of punishment? It's kind of a bit
Well,
worrying.
let's
Yeah,
hope so.
we'll hope so.
Okay,
Okay.
I've got faith.
Okay, we're going to have a job for the crew. What I need from the crew standing around is a drum roll on your knees.
Oh.
Perfect. This is what I
my.
like. We're going to do a countdown from 5 down to 1, and then
I'm
you pull
really
the triggers.
pulling-
It's going to be
which one?
great.
The top?
Okay, countdown all together,
Oh my
really
gosh.
loud. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hold on, just a minute.
good.
Just a minute, just a minute. Sorry,
I'm fine
Chris.
with that because I'm
No,
nervous.
No.
Did you say I was going to be mortally wounded or something? I
No,
mean,
seriously injured.
seriously
You're going to be fine. Just
Right.
there's some safety equipment over there in the box. Don't worry
Okay.
about
Now,
it.
am I pulling the bottom, the top, both?
Well, the one on the top says turbo. That's the good one.
Oh, really?
In fact, do them both together. Why not? It's a.
Wow, darling, this is a great look.
Do you think it'll catch on?
Yeah,
Guys, do you think the toilet seat should be up or down?
Darling,
wrong place,
wrong
wrong place,
place,
wrong
wrong
place. I'm
place.
sorry. We'll try that
Sorry,
again.
Chris.
My fault.
Right.
Everyone, drum roll, quick as you can, loudly on the knees. Yes, we're coming, don't worry. Countdown from 5. 5,
Really?
4,
Really?
3, 2, 1. Pull the triggers. You were perfect.
Unbelievable.
The mistake was all mine.
Darling, you had one job.
And I forgot to take the safety off. I'm very sorry about this. It's that sticky bit that you can't. You know when you get a new roll?
Oh, yeah,
you always
it's
have
the
to fiddle
worst.
around with it. And when you're in a
Yes.
rush, it's a nuisance. Hang on a
Yes.
second.
Yes.
It's hot work under these lights, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I know, I agree.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
So
Hello.
warm. Okay.
You're going to get all this in a minute, don't you worry.
Okay,
It's going to be
okay.
fine. Okay, we need just a little bit more space. So take one step back, and if you could stand a little bit closer to the floor. Perfect. Okay, are you ready, Lady Sarah?
I'm ready, darling.
Are you ready this time?
Not really.
Yes, okay, everyone, drum roll, and we'll do the countdown from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the triggers. I think you enjoyed that a bit too
Oh, that
much, if you
was
don't
fun.
mind me saying.
No,
I
that was
thought it
fun.
was, but stay there. Lady Sarah, are you still there? Are you okay? Hold on a second. I just can't get it off. This is crazy. It's nearly there. Just Yes! Yes! Now hold it before everyone bursts into a thunderous round of indifference. Take that, you might need it. I want you to check that coin. Is that the same coin you signed a few moments ago?
It is my coin.
It is? The very same. We got there. Wow. You see, I told you, we do some crazy stuff.
So how many times did it take to perfect this trick? And tell me,
this is going back home to our bathroom.
Regular use. Oh, and we've got a present for you for helping.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. This is so wonderful. You know, there was a time when this really was a hot commodity,
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
I know just
and that time could come back again.
I know, it's true. Seriously, for those out there who are watching, tell us how they can find you. They've got to come find you at the club.
You just have to go to www.themagicsoiree.com. There we go, as it says just there.
And go and join a Magic Club.
Yes, or you can go and join the Magic Club, the Detroit Magic Club. Come and join us there.
Magic Club. Come and learn a bit about magic.
Yes.
Honestly.
There's a girl waving like crazy over there. She's just going like this. I don't know what this means. I think she means there's a helicopter coming.
It has been such a treat meeting both of you today. Thank you for the gift.
You're welcome.
Just wonderful. And we thank you too for watching. We're so excited that you could spend time with us today. And here we are celebrating everything Michigan. So thanks, and we'll see you next time.